Last year I became a man, but I never got to tell you this while I still had innocence left inside of me. Have you ever seen a bird flying under one parental wing? It seems as if they would never get anywhere, just flying in circles. That's how my whole life has been, always flying aimlessly, ending where I started, not knowing what direction I want to go in, but never confused, because to be confused, you need to have options. My friends are always asking, why am I flying in the same pattern? I tell them I'm a vulture, circling around my prey, but they don't know that I'm just a caged bird trapped inside of my own insecurities of not being noticed. I'm ashamed to even say that this poem is about my father. And there are so many young men painted in this camouflage collage of not being raised by their dads. I'm not supposed to be sad, I'm supposed to suck it up. Because there are other young men who went through way worse situations, but I wasn't raised to find comfort in the misfortunes of others. For years, I felt like you've shamelessly given birth to a statistic. My heart is a pie chart dissected into thirds. 20% of me just doesn't care. 30% of me wonders why you left. 50% of me is always coming up to scenarios as to why, like, maybe you had a job out of town, or maybe you didn't see me when I came out of my mother's womb, or you did, and mistaken my heart for my mother because you've abandoned the both of them. Dad, didn't anyone tell you that hearts are like fire and you shouldn't play around with them? Especially when mine has a burning passion to figure out what your intentions are. Whenever my mother and I get into an argument, she always tells me that I remind her of you so much as an attempt to hurt my feelings. But I've come to the realizations that we're so much alike, like how I've always been at home writing bars to compensate you always being locked behind them, or that all the spirit I have inside of me comes from the empty liquor bottle turned upside down into your mouth, or that we both smoked enough to get lost in each other's memories. But remember, I'm still going in circles because I'm still under that one parental wing. Always ending where I started, not knowing what direction I want to go in, but never confused, because to be confused you need to have options. Dad, I'll never stop writing about you. I'll just stop making you the foundation for which my art has been founded upon. Last year I became a man, but I never got to tell you this while I still had innocence left inside of me.